So for the past 15 minutes, I've been looking around this world for a jungle sapling, because I think I used them all up. Let's just say, long story short, we don't have any more. We've probably used them all up. This might be the only one left. So I'm gonna hope I get lucky here and manage to pull 2 from this one, so that we can, you know... Ooh, that's not many leaves. For whatever reason, it's very difficult to get jungle saplings on this world. Anyway, while we wait for that, hello everybody and welcome back to the Flatlands SMP. We're actually going to be making a building in this episode, which is kind of cool. We haven't made a building, I think, in a few episodes. Yeah, it's been a little while. The last one I think we made would have been... what the heck would it have been? Last one I finished? Honestly, it might have been these minigames. This hedge maze. And that was a while ago. We're going to be building a building around this thing, which is a sheep farm. And the idea is that this is going to be every color in the game. I had a shulker box. Here it is. I should have every color sheep that I need except brown. That's unfortunate. I don't need brown wool, fortunately. So we'll just have to keep our eye out for a wandering trader that might have a brown dye, trade. Because I'm fairly certain that is the only way to get brown dye in this world. Anyway, I have a really bad feeling that this is not going to give me any saplings. There's only 4 leaves left, and we still haven't gotten a sapling, so... yeah, we probably just lost all of our jungle wood. I suppose it's not the end of the world. We could always eventually get one back. Plus, we have a few jungle trees scattered in this forest here. So if worst comes to worst, yeah, we can just steal some from the national park. Back to the sheep farm quick. I actually built this during a Cakecore episode with James the Douglas, so go look at that on the Cakecore channel. I was originally going to do it in this episode, but we didn't really have a plan for our episode, so we decided to do it there. And now I'm just going to make the building in this episode. One thing I did though is I filled all this stuff up with shears, so I have to take it all out and then to re-dye the sheep because it's shearing all their wool off. And now we can do this the easy way. I don't have black dye, so I know there's at least one black sheep here, and I don't want to dye that one. So here we have dark gray, I think. Go ahead and label him dark gray. And yep, this is going to be the method in which I do this. We got light gray right here. Okay, this sheep hasn't grown yet, but this one is light gray. We already have light gray. So let's go ahead and make him red. Okay, here's that black sheep. This guy is blue. This guy is dark gray, but we already have a dark gray. Whoops. Let's go ahead and make him yellow. Okay, this one here is orange, pink, green, white, lime, purple, magenta, light blue. Alright, and while I wait for these final 2 to finally eat the freaking grass, I'll show you guys how this works quick, actually, because some of you may not know. It's actually really straightforward. So we have a little bit of grass. The extra grass that the sheep isn't standing on is to help it grow back. So when the sheep eats the grass, it will regrow its wool. This observer detects when it does that, and sends a redstone signal into a dispenser that is filled with shears that will shoot the sheep. And then that gets collected through the hopper minecart into the chest, and it's all good. Alright, we got ourselves a cyan sheep. Alright, and finally, because I do not have a brown dye, I'm just going to dye this guy blue as well, because obviously we're going to need a little bit of extra blue to make our Sphinx. So that will do us just fine. And when we get brown, we'll replace this guy, and all will be well. Alright, and now I gotta load this whole thing back up with the shears. Cool, and that should be all of the technical stuff I should have to do, actually. We can actually just get to start on the build. That should be all the technical stuff I have to do, really. I mean, it's a fairly simple farm, we just had to build it 16 times. And now that they're all dyed, yeah, I think everything's done, the farm's up and running. We can just make it look pretty. I don't have too many resources to do this, though, so that's going to be the challenge. I'm planning on doing a very big resource collection episode very soon. Actually, the next episode, I think, will be that episode. Because we're running very low on sandstone, and very low on wood in general. So I tried to do something different, but I ended up going back to kind of the same theme we have going on over here. You know, the whole thing with the sandstone and the stripped spruce. Yeah, I've reverted back to that. Maybe though I can do something a little bit unique on the roof here and put like nether brick or something. Let me see if I can give you a taste of what I'm thinking here. So I'll line the roof here with like a nether brick block roof, and then I figure we just dip down one more with sandstone slabs and just cover it up all like that. And I think that'll look okay. I was trying to implement wool into the build itself, but I just couldn't make it work. I don't know. I could keep trying to see if I can, come up with something. But for now, I'm probably just going to leave it. I'll finish out the building with the design I have here, and then we'll get to something else. Alright guys, I've made significant progress on the build here without showing you, which is, pretty predictable. It's what I always do. But I'm excited to show off what I have done. I've changed out this nether brick rim to a covered wool kind of thing. What the heck? I think it helps get the point across of what it is. It's a wool farm, so it should have some kind of wool in it. On the interior, this is what I've done to label everything. So we'll have a wall of the color wool with the name on it. Get the heck. It's a pretty straightforward build. It's just kind of a box, but it's taking quite a lot of time because I don't really have the resources to do it. I'm having to collect them as I go. Oh no. Stop killing my cows, skeletons. As I said before, there's definitely a big resource collection episode coming up. Also, I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything for anyone if I show you this. See, I don't think Pat watches these episodes, so I think I'm safe here. I may have done a little thing to Pat's secret lair, because I noticed he didn't have a secret lair, so I made one for him. You know what? Just in case he doesn't, just in case he does watch this, I'm not gonna show you exactly what's in here. I'll let him go look at that. Hey, there's some jungle saplings in here. That's actually really useful. I was just thinking I was gonna have to replace the floor with something else because I didn't have enough jungle. So there we go. Last ditch effort. And there we go. Base, sure, the base. What? The build should be complete. That looks really nice as a finished thing, you know? Actually, it's not finished. I forgot to add the signs in here. There we go. Now they're all labeled up, and now the build is finished. Dang it, no it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now it's finished. And as always, when we make a new build, that means we can go ahead and build the road to it. So we can just extend this over here, out to here. Oh, and also if you didn't notice, I died and lost all my levels, which is kind of unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it's not not too important. I have a gold farm after all, so I still gotta get myself feather falling. I keep running into things with my elytra and dying. Alright, the road is built. Let's work on a pathway, I guess, up to here. See, it's gonna be a little different because this has a 3, like a 3, an odd number entrance, and this is a 4 wide pathway. Alright, all the mess is clear. Let's take a sky view of it. Okay, preferably not through clouds. There we go. Yep, that looks pretty good. I really like now that we got all of the farm animals in one spot. We still need chickens, though. That is a thing. And I actually have an idea to maybe get some chickens, but it's going to involve killing one of our zoo animals, unfortunately. So let's see what we can do here. I believe we have a chicken jockey in here. Yeah, okay, so there's an actual chicken. We shouldn't just need to kill the husk on it. I'm sorry, Husk. You don't deserve this. Rest in peace, James the jockey. But we still have James the jockey, the chicken. And he's named, so he should not despawn. Let's go ahead and go down here. Actually, we don't need to be, safe anymore. There's nothing to kill us in here. So if we just run some hoppers, like, into a chest, this chicken should eventually lay the eggs that we'll need to start an actual chicken coop, or whatever it is. Just like that. And then eventually I can come back, open up the chest, and we should have some eggs. I probably could have left the husk alive, but I wanted to be safe. I'm not sure that chicken jockeys lay eggs. Anyway, I want to work a little bit more on this idea that I had in the last episode, where I was going to terraform these kind of in-between areas of the base, using desert-themed blocks like cactuses and dead bushes. So at the time I didn't have too many dead bushes, but while I was looking for jungle saplings earlier, I found that we had 60 dead bushes in here, so that's kind of nice. I forgot to mention some changes to the minigame area were made. We got 2 new minigames, this one being a climb the shulker box tower sort of game. Let's see if I can manage it. There we go. It's meant to be 2 players, so you race to the top. James and I did that in a Cakecore episode. We also did a little bit of rock, paper, scissors, which I've now spruced up. So the idea for this one actually is pretty cool. You take your rock, your paper, your scissors to start the game. Obviously you go, so one person will put their choice in their barrel, the other person will put theirs in this barrel, and then you look at the other one, you know who wins, yada yada yada. It's pretty simple. So this is a pretty empty area right by the sheep area we did, so this is a good spot to go ahead and test out our new terraforming. Let's see. One thing we can try and do to get a little bit more variation in the heights of these cactus, add a string on top, and yeah, that's you can't even notice it from a distance. I wonder if there's anything else I can add to this, palette, because right now I'm only using sandstone, dead bushes, and cactus. I'm not sure there is anything else I can use. Honestly, I think it looks fine. We just need to do it more. We need to do it in a huge area. So maybe that's like a whole episode. An episode of its own, just fill it in the rest of the base with these these terraformed areas. I don't know if YouTube compression will change it or not, but you can kind of see the sandstone variation there. That looks kind of cool. It definitely adds to it. So to finish this episode off, I think I'm going to do kind of a long session at this gold farm here. We need lots and lots of gold for the Sphinx. So, it makes sense. Just gonna AFK here for a bit, repair my stuff, and then, yeah, let's do it. Well, I forgot to hit record when I came back from the gold session, but that was pretty successful. I managed to get 158 levels there, and around 3 stacks of gold blocks. And I believe that will be enough to complete the Sphinx here. The head, anyway. I showed you that in the last episode in my single-player world. So that means we should have everything we need to get started on this thing, except, all the sandstone, which is going to be quite the project. Oh, whoa, what? Our chicken disappeared. What the heck? So even if they're named, they disappear if they don't have a jockey. Dang it. Well, that's really, really unfortunate, because I'm not sure there's any other way to get chickens. Well, dang it, now I really regret killing that jockey, because I'm going to have to get another one to get a chicken in the zoo. Oh dear. Maybe they breed? Do the ones they breed up, at least stay? Because that is so weird. You can't even name them and they'll still just despawn. Well, if anyone knows anything about that, how those mechanics work, please let me know. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode of the Flatlands SMP. Kind of a disappointing end there, but, we did get one good thing done, which is that building over there. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Alright, see ya.